Whether you're a homeowner or looking to buy a home, a mortgage remains the biggest debt you will ever have. In the end, it all comes down to money and how much the bank is willing to lend and at what cost. Worse yet, the wrong mortgage product or bad advice could cost you thousands if you need to make a change. With dozens of lenders, who do you trust? Hundreds of products, try picking one, and a myriad of rules. Good luck with that. The desire to get the best rate and wanting excellent service are the key reasons why mortgage consumers choose to look beyond their bank and choose a mortgage broker. With all these questions and a blizzard of information, just what are the best ways to save money on your mortgage? And where do you turn? Now there's hope, in the form of a new breed of entrepreneurs who are disrupting the market by using new models to help you get into a home while saving you money.
This year we're online to do $1.2 billion in mortgages, which makes us the largest mortgage brokerage in Canada.
We'll meet one of the most dynamic movers in the industry who is turning the mortgage world on its ear on this episode of The Entrepreneurs.
It takes guts to achieve glory, drive, determination, and the courage to take risks when no one else will. Innovators, trailblazers, and pioneers of industry don't hear the naysayers. Their heads are in the game, even when the playing field doesn't exist. They have the focus to keep their eyes on the prize, the steadfast belief in the dream, and the willpower to make it happen. These are the entrepreneurs.
Life's biggest goals is to find a home, to raise a family. But as we head into the 21st century, for many this dream is becoming just that, a dream. Increasing home prices, flattening wages, and a growing cost of living has consumers looking to save money on their largest monthly expense, their mortgage payment. With over 35% of Canadians now using a mortgage broker, a growing number of Canadians are getting smart about their mortgage options. This week, we meet Dan Eisner, founder and CEO of True North Mortgage.
Trying to negotiate your rate all by yourself is a daunting task. We're here to save you money.
Dan is an entrepreneur who has leveled up the role of the mortgage broker, evolving his company into a new kind of lender that is taking on the challenges of a very stagnant industry.
Where does the idea of a storefront really come from? It's actually a pretty obvious answer. There's retail stores all over the place, and banks have been using branch networks for decades and decades and decades. What I wanted to do is just create this hybrid model where we have the options that a mortgage broker will often offer, we have the rates that a mortgage broker will offer, but we have the locations and the salaried staff and the physicality, the trust that a bank builds. And here we are. Clients walk by, they see our great rates in the screen, and they come in and talk to one of our agents. They're all salaried agents, so that you know you're going to get honest advice. And then the first question out of client's mind, who pays us? So we wrote it on the wall. Lenders pay us, so you don't have to. And then next, we tell them simplicity with a great rate. That's what we're all about.
Come on over.
Yeah, thank you.
How are you doing today?
Oh, pretty good.
Good. How can I help you?
Well, we're looking to get into a new place. We heard about True North Mortgage and the great rates and the great service that you guys have. And looking to get a pre-approval for a mortgage.
Perfect. So a couple questions to begin. Have you found a house yet? Are you working for realty already?
No, we're still looking for one.
The team works together and they share bonuses. That way, if one of them is sick or on vacation, the other ones will cover the client just as well if it was their own client. And it's really important to be able to do that when you have storefronts like this and have them work as a team. And the clients like it. They get a better customer experience as a result.
So what does a mortgage broker actually do?
A mortgage broker is a licensed individual that can help people or corporations get mortgage financing for a building purchase, a refinance of a mortgage, or a mortgage renewal. The vast majority of mortgage brokers work with individual Canadians to help them buy a home. The typical mortgage broker has access to many lenders the average Canadian just doesn't have access to. Here are the facts. 40% of Canadians can save money just by calling a mortgage broker when their mortgage comes up for renewal. So using a mortgage broker can get you a better rate and it doesn't cost you anything. And this is going to save you money.
Well, a perfect example is when a client has a renewal that's coming up. They'll come in, let us know that they're coming up for renewal on such and such a date. We'll give them our rate offer. They have the opportunity to take it back to their bank, bank can match or beat it. Sometimes they do, but if they don't, they come back to us and we crush their rate. So, and all things are good.
To the average person who borrows, this might seem like a straightforward business, but it isn't as simple as cutting your rates to stay competitive. Dan is now trying to become the first mortgage broker to ever secure a government license to become a CMHC-approved lender. You'll have to navigate the treacherous waters of high finance, ever-changing regulations, and deal with extremely conservative banks and bureaucrats.
This allows us to remove a big middleman in the industry, and that means that we can offer lower rates, and it's a game changer.
But if he survives, he could plot a course that will place True North among the giants in the industry. A mortgage is one of the biggest transactions you will ever make. And the most important thing is saving money. True North Mortgage is one of those companies charting a new course in the industry.
You know, we initially started with what's the one store, and we grew to now we have 10 stores located across Canada. We have a couple here in Vancouver, a few in Calgary, a few in Ontario, and then we have a store all the way out east.
You know, a lot of brokers, you know, that maybe don't have the greatest reputations, you know, work out of their basements. Who knows, you know, how to reach them if things go wrong, whereas, you know, a lot of our business is still handled over the phone, but yet there's comfort knowing that if something ever happened or people really want to come down and see us, walk into one of our locations.
At True North Mortgage, we take it one step further. We're the largest mortgage broker in Canada, which means we offer even better rates. But that's not all. We also have physical locations across Canada that you can come into and meet with one of our salaried agents and get honest advice.
Today, Dan oversees True North branches across Canada.
This has been our busiest location this year. Over 20,000 people walk by here every day. Hey Ming, how's it going?
Great. So far, so good.
Cool. Great. Hey Chris.
Dan, how are you doing today?
Good. Did you catch the football game?
I did, yeah. I mean, I have 3 children of my own, and so we've got clients that start with us and they buy a condo. They're, you know, raising a family, so of course they're trying to get up to a townhome or a single family home, and it's an expensive. It's the biggest purchase of their life. So, you know, we get to be involved in that process and help them achieve their family goals.
This is our newest Calgary store. It's large. It's really big. We have 5 agents in here, which it's our new store design. It looks really good. I'm really pleased with the way the store turned out.
Dan started the process to become a government certified lender over a year ago.
So Laura, did you hear anything?
No, I
Came in?
didn't.
How about you? Nothing.
No.
Morning. Well, I'll send another email.
And he is expecting to hear the results of his efforts at any moment.
In a few weeks.
How many times can we do?
And Dan and Chad are still waiting for their final approval.
Yeah, maybe. It's certainly squeaky.
Totally.
I just got an email. More delays. It's been, let's see, we put our application in over 6 months ago now. And their council's been on it for over 2 months.
And we're not missing anything at this point.
You know, it's a black box.
What's going on?
The application is the final step in a process that started 2 years ago.
Back in October, they told us they needed a financial audit. So we did one. And then in December, they told us they needed another one. So we did another one. Our accountants thought we were crazy for doing 2 complete financial audits in a 2-month period. Never heard of it. It was hard. So who knows what next they want?
You know, we're at that point. How much of a pest do we want to be? Because ultimately, they're the ones that hold that key.
I never do that.
You always do that. So he stimulates his mind a little bit, just a little scalp massage.
I've had a lot of failure in my life. I tried a lot of ways not to be an entrepreneur, but I just kept getting pushed back into this role. In 2006, I finally decided that I want to do mortgage brokering full time, but do it the right way. And in my mind, that meant opening a store and hiring a salaried agent and making that store look professional. And I opened the first store. I painted it myself. I got my uncle to lay the carpet. I used my last savings of $30,000 and I borrowed $10,000 from my father, and I opened the first location. To my father's credit, he lent me that $10,000 even though he thought this was a bad idea.
But it wasn't a bad idea, and the business and his dreams grew quickly in that first year, and those dreams brought him into an episode of The Dragon's Den, where he pitched his idea of a chain of mortgage stores.
It was later that year that I was on The Dragon's Den, and I was looking for obviously an investment. I also wanted to gain the PR benefit of being on The Dragon's Den. It looked like really exciting. We had a great summer, and by the end of the summer I didn't even need their money anymore. But the show hadn't even aired at that point. We went through some due diligence, things went well, but in the end, it wasn't worth giving up the equity in the company.
You know, I was watching the show one night. I loved this pitch. I called him up the very next day and asked to come in for an interview because I was so excited about what he was doing and how he was transforming the industry. And I ended up coming in for the interview, and he ended up not hiring me. So I went and got a job at one of the major banks just so I could come back about 1.5 years later and get another interview. And of course, the rest is history. I got hired.
I get such an energy out of creating better processes, creating better systems, providing value, having a competitive advantage. And as an entrepreneur, I want to experience it. I don't want to be a consultant. I have to be there and live it and breathe it and feel the success of it.
Dan is developing a unique hybrid of bricks and mortar accessibility combined with state-of-the-art web presence.
Clients want it all, right? Clients want a great website, of course. They want a physical location. They want toll-free numbers. They want salaried staff. And most importantly, they want great rates. You have to do it all. There's no just do one.
Yeah, hey, how's it going? Good, man. Yourself? Good.
Well, today we're just actually reviewing our new launch design of our website. It's been really popular. This is our primary mortgage calculator, and we really want clients to be able to easily use it and really understand what they can afford and what rates they're going to get and what their payments are going to be.
We can simplify them, make them a lot easier for your customers to use. Quickly pick them up, they pop to the screen. Okay, we've updated the forecast.
Are you going to see this on the rate?
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
And all this literally pulls from our CRM, and so it's live data. So it tests the database every 10 minutes and see if the number of percentage of first-time home buyers changes, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, a lot of our clients will only ever know us online. A lot of our competitors don't spend money on their website, and they lose business because of it.
But in the cutthroat world of money, it will take more than a nice website to become a government-approved lender.
No.
True North Mortgage has become Canada's largest mortgage broker, but can it make the leap to become a CMHC-approved lender?
This is from CMHC. This is late January now, and they were telling me early December that council should be done with it.
So where does this lender come in?
Let me explain how the financial market for mortgages work in Canada. A homeowner looking for a mortgage visits a mortgage broker. A mortgage broker approves that mortgage and sends it to a lender. That lender then sells that product into the open market. The open market is comprised of pension funds, mutual funds, and banks that trade mortgage pools daily. What we're doing is we're taking that mortgage lender out and going directly from mortgage broker to the open market.
And with a mortgage approved, it's a simple task for True North Realty to find the home of your dreams.
Yeah, I think I got it. Yeah, I understand.
Because of the efficiencies of scale and the fact that we're all tied in together, we give the client 30% or the equivalent of 30% of our commission as a cashback after their purchase is closed. And then they also benefit from the unbeatable rates that True North Mortgage offers.
Dan knows taking out the middleman can result in significantly lower mortgage rates. For these home buyers, the rebate of over $4,000 will definitely help towards those moving expenses and renovations.
Kind of play in the backyard and a good garden.
Yeah, and it's got to be also open concept.
Okay.
So this is going to be right on the cusp of sort of your limit.
Okay.
But I think based on the situation, we should be able to negotiate another, say, $20,000 off.
Oh,
which
great.
will put you right into your sweet spot.
Dan is providing home ownership to individuals within the Canadian marketplace all day long. We're providing the necessary liquidity for Dan so that he can be selling those mortgages.
We're still waiting for our CMHC approval.
Okay.
I apologize it's taking so long to get this done.
Your biggest opportunity is going to be waiting. And so I'd encourage you is to continue to follow up. One thing I think that's kind of exciting when you see Dan is that Dan has been a mortgage broker. He knows how the industry works. He knows what's important to his customers. And now as a lender, Dan's going to be able to take it to the next level because not only does he understand how the market works, he understands what's important to customers.
Dan does take this commitment very personally.
You know, when we first launched this product, it's true. We had a wire transfer disbursement fee of $25. It wasn't a big fee, and all the banks charged it, but I didn't like it. It felt wrong. When I say no fees, great rates, I want it to be real. So we got rid of that $25 fee. That decision's probably going to cost us $45,000 this year, but it felt wrong. You know, when you this fee, the clients never complained about it. They never complained about it, but it still felt wrong, and so we got rid of it.
So $25 makes that much difference.
I know it's symbolic. You know, having a fee that it's symbolic. We don't charge for our appraisals. We don't charge for our underwriting. We don't charge for document preparation. So why are we all of a sudden charging for a wire fee?
The question remains, can Dan attain his goal of becoming a lender? We will find out when we return. With months passing, Dan's fear grows that he won't be able to achieve his goal of becoming a government-certified lender. Has he risked too much?
I gotta get out of here.
Okay.
A couple times a week, I come by and have lunch with my father and my sister. They're optometrists, and we got one of my store locations across the hall there. Yeah. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
So you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Let's go.
You started Dan out with a little loan to get him started early on?
No.
Yeah, Dad lent me $10,000.
I did not give him a loan. I paid for his school, mind you, but that I paid for all the kids, and they all have 2 degrees. So
you lent me $10,000 to start it.
Oh, $10,000, but he paid them back. He paid it all back. No interest. I don't charge interest to the kids.
See, he's the same thing. He doesn't like charging that much interest either. So tell me about, so you immigrated from Poland?
Correct.
Is that before the war, after the war?
No, that was after the war, yeah.
I see.
I was born at the beginning of the war.
Oh my goodness.
His family was put into a ghetto.
Oh really?
Yeah, we were hidden actually by a Catholic family in a loft.
Aunt Judith told me a story that one time when they're hiding in the loft, two Nazi soldiers came to search the loft.
You know, if the Germans found any family that was hiding Jews, not only would they kill them and their family, they would burn their house down as well. Yeah. So these people were very brave and very dedicated. We did support them after the war some way, and you know, giving them money, giving them presents, etc. for a long time. Nice. So they passed away actually, and we actually supported also the son that was involved there as well.
Wow.
But, yeah. So. Right.
So it's been frustrating. I leave messages, I leave emails. It's like a black hole. Just no response. For weeks go by, no response.
Maybe there's something that they don't want you actually to go into the business because maybe the fix is in and they just basically don't want you in.
Tuesday morning, Dan has been told to expect a final decision on his application to become a government-regulated CMHC lender. Will years of effort and money have been wasted?
Hello, Dan speaking. Good morning, Andrew. You got it. Okay, go ahead. That's really good news. It was really good working with you. That's really good news. Thank you. Okay, cool. I'll check my email. Thank you.
What do you got?
We did it.
What?
We did it. We did it. And we gave them 2 audits and got investors on board and got funders and banks. Oh, it was a lot of things had to come together. But we did it.
We did it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that email.
Oh man, so what does this mean for you?
This means this is a big step. We're the first mortgage broker to ever do this in Canada. This is big. We're here. We did it. It was hard, but we got here. We've been so busy since launching that our original space we outgrew within a month. So we had to get some more space, and this is it. We put all our underwriters here and all our doc peoples here. We're so proud. This means we are the first broker to become a lender, which means our rates are better than the banks, which means our rates are better than all other brokers. We can offer simplicity, we can offer speed, and of course, the lowest rate. Saving you money, it's what we do. I was at a mortgage conference last week, and dozens of people came up to me and told me this is the new innovation. This is radical change for the industry. We're all about offering a superior, awesome service to the client. And that's why I want to thank you guys. The only way we can do this is with the support with you guys. So, thank you.
Money, mortgages, homes. It's a reality that nobody wants a mortgage. They need a mortgage to follow their dream of owning a home. You work hard to save money, pay your bills, and hope one day to share in this dream. But it is possible. And it's at times like these that entrepreneurs like Dan Eisner can make that dream a reality.